Somebody wins the game with one swing and the dugout pours onto the field. One rule can take it right back. Sully, help us understand what happened in 1988.
The word is walk-off, and a pitcher invented it. Dennis Eckersley closed games for Oakland in the 80s. He was not describing the hitter. He was describing himself, losing. Eckersley meant the ball you do not turn around to watch. You hear it, and you start walking. A Gannett News Service story printed the phrase on July 30th, 1988. He called one of them a horrible piece of art. That October, Eckersley stood on the mound in Game 1 of the World Series, and Kirk Gibson took him deep to win it. The man who named the thing became the thing. The scorebook was not always kind about this. Before 1920, a game-ending hit earned only the bases you needed. Clear the fence with a runner on second, and they wrote down a double. Babe Ruth ended a game at Fenway Park on July 8, 1918. He put it over the right field wall in the 10th inning with a teammate on first, and 3 bases was all it took to bring that runner home. So the scorer wrote down a triple. Baseball fixed the rule for the 1920 season. 50 years later, a records committee voted to give 37 of those old hits back as home runs, then reversed itself 1 week after that. That is why the book still says 714s. Ruthie?
Here is the part people get wrong. Only the home team can walk off. And the reason is simple. The home team bats last. The visitors never get another turn, so the game is over. It does not have to be a hit either. A bases-loaded walk ends a game. So does a wild pitch, or an error nobody meant to make. MLB's glossary counts the ending, not the swing. Walk-off single, walk-off double, walk-off homer. That last word only tells you how it happened. One thing did change recently. In the regular season, extra innings start with a runner already standing on second base, so a single can end a game that used to keep going. October still plays it the old way, with empty bases. Theo, the rule book.
There is a rule for the ending. 7.01, Section G. Normally, the game stops the instant the winning run touches home. A ball hit out of the park is the exception. On a walk-off home run, every runner is allowed to score, and the game ends when the batter touches the plate. 3 runners on base means 3 runs, and 3 runs batted in. But that only holds if he finishes the trip. If he does not, the score gives him the bases he actually ran. Robin Ventura found that out in the rain at Shea Stadium. The bases were loaded in the 15th inning of a playoff game, and he hit it over the wall. His teammates mobbed him between first and second. Ventura never reached second, so the official scorer wrote down a single and 1 run batted in. The Mets won 4-3 anyway. Baseball has called it the Grand Slam single ever since, which is a polite way of saying the celebration cost him a Grand Slam. A second rule teaches the same thing. 5.08, Section B. On a bases-loaded walk that ends a game, the umpire cannot call it over until the runner on third touches home and the batter touches first. Nobody is done until everybody runs.
Ball leaves the yard. Everybody hugs. Nobody fetches.
Low-key. That ball is in the parking lot. But you are right about one thing. Somebody still has to run. So here is the lesson. And it is the same in the big leagues and at your field on Saturday. You hit the ball that ends the game. Touch every base. All of them. Tell your teammates where to meet you, because the pile belongs at home plate. And if you draw the walk that ends it, set the bat down and run to first like it matters, because your run does not count until you get there. Casey?
One last thing, and it is the part the word still carries. Eckersley named it from the mound, on the worst night of his week. Every walk-off has somebody standing on the other side of it. So, celebrate your player, then find the kid who threw that pitch, because next Saturday it could be yours. That is the culture we keep behind the plate. From all of us at the desk, sweat the gear.
Never fear.
Sign up for our newsletter at CatchersHome.com and press like and subscribe so you and your friends catch the next report.